Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Jarrett Stidham and the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
When you read off Joe Burrow's numbers his last year at LSU, they almost don't even seem correct. I mean, 76% of his passes complete. That's the second best all-time at the collegiate level. Ended up throwing 60 touchdown passes, accounted for 65 touchdowns, and only threw 6 interceptions and won a national championship. Joe Burrow is not just a terrific player. He has that it factor as well, and that's what they're counting on in Cincinnati.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback from Auburn University, Jarrett Stidham.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stidham from the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Saquon Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quicker.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Burrow looking to pass. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
A gain of 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stidham. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And here again comes the rookie Joe Burrow and the rest of the Bengals offense. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Joe Mixon.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Stidham. And that'll be incomplete. Stidham took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stidham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Giants 10, Bengals 7.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's brought
The
down.
Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Here's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
The Giants' 37-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And Burrow going to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah.
Burrow's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
In year extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, Stidham. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Sterling Shepard. Touchdown.
Sterling Shepard. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. A 20-point win, 34-14, the final. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go to Barkley again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. But a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a light.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Stidham from the shotgun. And Stidham throws another interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Von Bell. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. jet sweep. Boyd with it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Slant pass to Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Roses now to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now Burrow on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
2nd and 4.
To the air again, Burrow. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down again.
Joe Burrow sacked.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, 43 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Stidham to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Number 26,
Saquon Barkley. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
31.
Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Intended for
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
A big loss on the play.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is incomplete. The Bengals triumph, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal of yardage again.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And applause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Bengals 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
47's the mic.
Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now a throw here, hauled in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And Burrow going to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
That's good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
If you know about the carport, the trap door supposed to be
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one
Giants
thing to win. It's
52,
another thing to win and put up the amount of
21.
points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.